Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to move into a new thing that we're going to start doing here, a little versus battle. We got two quarterbacks here who we've decided to put head to head somewhat. And I think we're going to call this the Slobber Knocker Jamboree, or we're going to call this the the super spinoff Spinaroonie Toonie Dooney, because both these guys got the wheels. There's so many names that I could come up with, but at the end of the day, there can only be one. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let Mr. Casey announce to you the matchup and who's in what corner, because we got a red and blue, and we're gonna go ahead and put my guy in the blue since his guy actually wore a little bit of red in the outfit. We'll be respectful. Mr. Casey, who we got on the slate here?
Well, crowd fighting in the red corner is the Michael Vick facing tonight's opponent. In the blue corner, weighing 30 pounds less, the Lamar Jackson.
Big
Tonight's
trust.
versus match, we are finding out who is the better quarterback between Michael Vick and the Lamar Jackson.
And really, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. KC, there's nothing to even really discuss or talk about, but this is a versus, so I'll regale the folks. It's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Big Trust Jackson is by far the better quarterback than Michael Vick. And anybody who says different really doesn't watch football. There's nothing that Michael Vick has done that Lamar Jackson didn't do or do better.
Oh, there's definitely things. Definitely things he's done.
Just
Lamar
don't think
Jackson
so.
didn't get suspended. Vic did. Look. My dude can miss games. Look, there's a reason he missed games too, because he lived a little harder of a life. Okay, my dude Michael Vick was out here living lives that people don't understand. Let's start by saying he's owned up for his mistakes and has done more for dogs and PETA and these dog organizations than I have in a life will ever do in a lifetime. More than anybody that hates that man for what he did, he's done more to repay his debt than you'll ever do in a lifetime for an animal. So let's get that out of the way first. He's apologized. But if we're gonna talk about what he can do, is remind me again, who is the all-time rushing leader as a quarterback? Who is
Big
this?
Trust.
Who is the GOAT?
Oh, you said all time. You mean
All
cumulative.
time.
You mean you okay? Well,
Yeah,
as of
cumulative.
right now,
Who's got the most yardage?
in one season or in just in general. I'm sorry.
Just in general, just in life.
Oh, okay.
Who's holding records?
Yards.
I'm just curious.
I'm
Curious
gonna
to-
say it's if we just talking about yards total right now, I don't think is it Michael Vick? I don't even think it's Michael
It
Vick.
is.
Is it?
It
Is it?
is Michael Vick. It is
You
Michael
sure?
Vick.
You
I'm
sure?
pretty sure.
Because
I'm pretty sure.
I know the most I know my boy Big Trust got the single season rushing yards for a quarterback with 1,200, and I know that he's got the most 1,000-yard seasons by a quarterback in general. So I mean, it might be Michael Vick, but Big Trust is doing it on a bigger level.
Uh, and where did he learn that level at? Who is
Louisville on his way to being a
No.
Heisman,
Well, yeah,
something that
and
Michael
you know
Vick
where he
never
learned that?
done. Michael
He
Vick
was
was a Heisman. Michael
he,
Vick a
he
Heisman winner.
no, he
Oh,
Heisman. The
Big
most you talk
Trust.
about an
Big
overrated
Trust.
college football stat
Big
or
Trust.
award.
From
Look, ain't
Louisville.
no one
Big
learning.
Trust.
And you know where he got that? You know what he was doing? Why he won that Heisman?
Running
He was
through the
playing
competition.
Madden. And you know what he was doing on that Madden? You know who he was picking? Michael Vick. And you know what he said? He said, one day I want to be just like that guy. And you know
Mm.
what? He never got the arm that Michael Vick's got.
Right,
Michael
because
Vick's
Lamar Jackson was blessed with a cannon.
Michael Vick could throw the ball 100 yards. This man,
Inaccurate.
he
So
throw it
could
over a
Jamar
mountain.
Russell. So
Listen,
could Jamarcus Russell. And they
yeah,
was both
but
wildly inaccurate.
Jamarcus Russell couldn't
Wildly
run like Michael
inaccurate.
Vick though. And the
Right, but he
difference
could throw
is,
an inaccurate pass just like Mike Vick.
well, the difference is Mike Vick taught coaches how to write a playbook for a quarterback with such talents. Before Michael Vick, there was no wildcat type offenses. There was no you weren't running with a quarterback like that. That wasn't
Yeah,
how
he
you
was
ran the
Frank
ball.
Tarkenton.
No, and you could tell it wasn't because if you watch Michael Vick on his runs, he was just extending the play, looking for the pass, just like Mahomes does. He's looking for every pass option. He's Mahomes with slightly less arm, but a
No,
better run ability. Is what
no,
Michael Vick's
that's
was.
way too much praise. Michael
He,
Vick's not even a quarter of the quarterback that Patrick Mahomes is, and that's not even up for discussion. He's not even better than Lamar
he was
Jackson. Like, what are we
he
talking
was
about?
electric. Lamar
Dude,
Jackson wasn't
Lamar
electric.
Lamar Jackson is electric. What are you talking about?
He
Anytime
is
he's on the
electric.
field,
Okay,
he's a
okay,
game
he is.
changer.
He
He's a
is.
game changer,
He
and
is.
especially
Remind
at
me.
quarterback.
Do,
Like
do
I
do you
said,
remember? Do you
remember
remember
he
when
led the
Michael?
league in passing touchdowns in 2019. I don't never remember Michael Vick doing nothing like that. I remember Big Trust doing it.
Well, it was a different era of football. Like he didn't
He
have.
can't throw the ball, Mr. Casey.
He
That's
can
why
throw
the
the ball.
different. No, he
I
couldn't.
know Lamar Jackson can't throw the
Yeah, he
ball. It's
can.
been the
You got
complaint
to be able to do it if you lead the league in touchdown passes. Michael Vick couldn't throw the ball, and we all know it. It's common
because
knowledge. Common
because every
knowledge.
team was just playing the run. They didn't think he could pass. They didn't believe it.
They didn't need to play the pass because all he could do was run. Him and
Oh,
Warren
that's what I meant.
Dunn.
My bad. My bad. They
Yeah,
just
I
play the
know.
run. Yeah, they just play the run
Right.
because there was
And
no
then
pass
he
threat.
couldn't
They were
even
like, "What do you mean he's throwing the ball?"
right. He couldn't
Everyone
even take
fell over.
advantage of that. That's what I'm saying. He couldn't even take advantage of that.
The running back threw the ball. The running back threw the
Hey
ball.
man, we ain't
Can't
worried about
believe it.
Warren Dunn. I'm just
Mm,
saying. Like I said,
mm.
so he's got the most games with 100 plus rushing yards by a quarterback, more than
Yeah,
Michael
now
Vick. So I mean,
now that Vic's paved the way
he's
for him,
already shown that he's a better runner. His season in
he
2019
is a better
proved
runner.
he's the better
He's a running back.
passer.
He's not a better
He's a
passer.
quarterback. He is a better passer.
He is not a better
What
passer.
Michael Vick's number that better passing numbers he got than Lamar Jackson?
What's
Substantial.
Lamar Jackson's best passing the yard season anyway? Let me see this here real quick. Let me let me
Because I
pull up
believe he's
all
already over 12,000 career. Ain't that almost matching Michael Vick's bum?
passing yards. He's never thrown for three. He threw for 3,119
Uh
with
huh.
36 touchdowns.
36
31.
touchdowns.
Yeah, he threw for 3,000 yards one time.
Okay, what about your boy Michael Vick?
Let's pull up Vic right here.
Tell me
Let
about
me
him.
pull out my little
Tell me about him.
Tim's yards. I mean, I got 3,300, so he's got more in a single season, and he said 3,000 more than more. He's done it twice with another season that was 2,900. I mean, he's out before he threw for more yards, and that was back then when they weren't even. If you threw for 3,000 yards in a season, you were balling. Big numbers were
No.
four. Yeah, you used 3,000 used to be the benchmark for a
You
good
that right.
quarterback. Yeah, and now they've raised it up to 4,000. That's the if you ain't throwing 4,000 yards, you're not a legitimate just pocket quarterback, passing quarterback. Lamar Jackson throwing, he having trouble hitting 4,000 in 2 seasons.
Oh, is that
That's what
right?
the numbers say. It's not me joking.
Did Michael
This ain't
Vick
no.
do it?
No, I'm not clowning for no reason.
Michael Vick do it?
Yeah, all the time. He got
No,
multiple.
what?
Uh,
He has two, right?
Two
And that's
and
and this
basically a
and
third.
that's his whole career. No, it's
Basically
not.
a
There's
third.
no basically. So he has two.
Basically
So he has one
two.
more than Lamar
One
Jackson.
more. You
And
think
Lamar
I don't see
Jackson is
Lamar
still
getting no
playing football. So this is Michael Vick's career versus a guy
true,
who's coming off his rookie deal. You have got to be kidding me. But
true,
how many
true.
has Michael Vick ever thrown 36
But
touchdowns in a
but
season?
in the same instance, actually, hold on a second.
Has Michael
If
Vick
I
ever
c-
thrown 36 touchdowns in a season?
he's a few short of
Yeah.
36. 36 is a large number.
He's a few
Like that
short of
is
20, probably. He's a. Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. You gotta let me know. You gotta tell me.
yeah, it's a few short of I
It's
don't see any
terrible.
I don't see
I'm
it's not
sure.
terrible. Look,
What
we
is it?
gotta
Then tell me.
we hit above 20 a couple times.
Mm,
A little
mm,
21,
a little
little two,
21. Yeah.
blackjack. Look, you hear 21 blackjack? That sound good, right?
So,
Like that's not a bad
yeah.
number, right?
Okay.
Like, and
Well, we know.
that's just passing touchdowns too.
Right.
Like
So we already
you gotta
know
remember all time yardage, right? Like Michael Vick's still winning that. He still
that's just
has that.
all time yardage. That's
Yeah, but
probably just
yardage
it.
ain't guaranteed.
But
You ain't got
okay,
all
but
time yardage.
what's
You
his
ain't got the
all
record
time?
till you got the
What's Michael
record.
Vick's all time rushing yards? Where's he sit on the list? What's his number?
Let me do a
Because
little
Big Trust
scrolling up.
already got more
Uh,
touchdowns than Michael Vick will ever have. So
I mean, Michael Vick's out the game. He's not allowed to throw
right,
no
because
mo.
he couldn't. I mean, even when he was in the game, he couldn't take advantage of them not even playing pass defense because they knew he couldn't throw it.
Did Lamar Jackson break Madden? Did that happen?
Huh?
Did Lamar Jackson break Madden?
Michael Vick didn't either.
He did too.
No,
Don't
he
you say
didn't. He
he
didn't
did too.
either. He didn't
He
either.
broke Madden.
No,
When
he
Madden
didn't.
came out, Michael Vick's on the cover.
No,
Teams
no.
were
Devin
devastated.
Hester broke
Everybody picked
Madden.
Michael Vick.
Devin Hester broke Madden.
You
99
you
speed.
know who they
First
picked
100 speed off.
when Lamar Jackson was on the cover. You know who people picked?
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
No, they picked Pat Mahomes
Well,
because he
that
should have
too,
got it
most of the time.
because he should have been on the cover twice. That's what it was. But they had to change it up.
Look,
Michael Vick broke Madden, bro.
he
Like it
didn't.
was.
And he didn't. And what's his all time rushing yard? Like you still ain't told
Oh,
me yet.
sorry. I
He
think it
didn't
was.
he didn't break Madden. He broke
Where
himself
was it at? Where
by
was
going
this
to
at?
jail for some stuff that he should have shut down. Now so we already got Big Trust, the more responsible person. Big Trust, the better quarterback, throwing more touchdowns. And he's already, like I said, he's already done rushing things as a quarterback that Michael Vick could never do.
Yeah, I
So
think
let's see
we
his all
sitting here
time.
like 6,200. I think it was 60. Where do we pull up Jackson's here before I talk too much?
He's at 4,437. I can tell you exactly
Oh
how
yeah, a
many he
couple
got.
thousand. We talking at least two more seasons,
Right, and we're talking about a Lamar Jackson who
at
got hurt this
least.
season and the season before, or no, the his second season. So we're talking about a guy who's about to blow that out the water probably next year.
Not guaranteed. Nah,
No,
nah, not next year. He's
nothing's
still two
guaranteed.
more years, at least two more years.
He's getting
And the
six
way
point
he
nine a
runs the
carry,
ball,
man.
he don't throw the ball. They do design runs with Lamar Jackson. They
You
don't
want to know
just
why? Because
focus
he's
run.
better and more effective. And they all trust me. He got 113 passer rating. I'm sure his passer rating career is way better than Michael Vick's ever will be. So he's a passer. Let's not do that. He's thrown the
Mm.
ball plenty of times.
I mean, I've seen him throw the ball, so I can't deny that.
Right.
Like, I mean, he's obviously a quarterback, so he's going to throw the
hmm
ball. But I'm just saying the style of play was slightly different between the two. Michael Vick wasn't a run-oriented quarterback.
Yeah, he
Lamar
was.
Jackson is.
No,
So eventually,
Michael Vick was a
Lamar's
I gotta survive kind of quarterback because I'm
yeah.
so terrible because I can't throw it. I'm a running back who's playing quarterback to try to catch teams off guard.
Because he
Lamar
didn't have
Jackson
no,
gets design runs because he's so elite at running. He's the best running quarterback we've seen in the last 30 years, even better
not
than
the
Michael
last
Vick.
30. It was
Even
since
better than
Michael
Michael
Vick.
Vick.
Since
Better than
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Better.
Yeah. I don't know if it was better. I mean,
Josh
Michael
Allen
Vick.
almost better than Michael Vick at running the ball, and he's a
Uh,
bum.
well, Michael Vick couldn't run from dogs, so maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't know.
Look, man. All I know is Lamar Jackson, like I said, his 5 year resume is pretty much almost already eclipsing everything Michael Vick done in totality in his career. So that should alone, and this stat alone here. Tell me when Michael Vick won MVP unanimously like Big Trust.
Well, that's a political type
Uh
award that
huh.
they
Uh
hand
huh.
out to
Mhm.
young people for trying hard and doing good
Mhm.
for the community or
or
Uh,
throwing 36 touchdowns while having a 1,200 yards rushing in a season, over 5,000 all per man. Big trust.
you say all purpose because you don't want to say that it wasn't 5,000 all purpose.
Yeah,
It
it
can't
was.
be five.
Uh
There ain't
huh.
no way.
It was
He
just
don't
about
throw for enough. He don't throw
46.
for
It was
enough yardage.
46. It was 46 all purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
almost
He's short.
5,000.
But we
Almost
can't say
5,000.
almost. We ain't doing almost.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we're
I
not doing
lost my
almost.
third 3,000 yard
Yeah,
season because of
right. Yeah,
that.
you're so right. We're not doing almost.
I'm like a
So that's
little
exactly where it's
75
at.
show, just
So
a
that's
little
exactly
half
where it's
game.
at. I got you.
Little.
So
Well,
that's
we'll leave
exactly
it up
where
to.
it's at.
We're gonna have to leave it to the fans to decide who's the better quarterback. You
When it,
folks
like
answer.
like I said, big trust
It's
unanimous
obviously Michael
MVP.
Vick, but
It's clearly Lamar Jackson.
look, I
Everybody's
clearly.
gonna say Lamar Jackson.
Well, just so you know, the results from the Geno Smith and Josh Allen versus came in, and it was awfully one sided.
For
And
Gino,
for Allen, for Allen,
yeah, because he is trash. I agree with
yeah.
y'all.
So we'll see. We'll see here. We'll see what these fans say. They'll decide. They'll tell us Geno Smith or Michael Vick, and we appreciate them
I
for
take
tuning
Geno
in
Smith over
for that
Vic too.
portion.
I'll take Geno Smith over Vic.
Mm,
Has Michael
mm.
Vick even got into a playoff?
And
I
that's
didn't
the
even see
bonus.
his playoff resume.
Hold on. This just the bonus. Let's put that for the bonus question. If you answer the question and answer who's better, it's obviously it's Vic over Gino, but answer
Mm.
that one for us too, please.
And also let us know if Michael Vick done made it even has he even made it to the playoffs, or he's been in a championship game before. Maybe I don't know
Did
Atlanta's history. I can't remember. It
I
was
feel like
so
he had to
underwhelming.
have.
I feel like those. I feel like his stats were so terrible. I don't see how they could have got there. But then
I mean,
again, it's the NFC.
he was with Andy Reid.
I don't
Let
think
me
they
see.
made it to the offs.
They had to make the playoffs. You just gotta. Where's the? I'm not seeing it now.
I
It's
know
making
you.
me
You ain't
nervous.
seeing it.
Because I'm looking at Lamar Jackson anyway. I'm not even on the right page.
Man,
Uh,
please. Huh. Okay, well he's been to the playoffs before because he got two
yeah,
playoff wins. So that's
yeah,
not
two
saying too
playoff wins.
much,
There we go.
and that's not saying nothing at all.
I only know Vic. That's all I know too. That's the only dude that matters. Let's
You
go
don't
with it.
watch football then if you don't know who Lamar Jackson is. He's the only unanimous MVP in NFL history.
I feel like there was one more.
You
Was
can
he the
feel
only
that
one?
way, but it's not right. Feelings get people hurt.
Yeah, yeah. Michael Vick had he almost had 1,000 yards passing in the playoffs.
Yawn. Pat did that in 2 games.
He
I'm
really
sure.
has. How do we know Michael Vick's got more than 2 games? Like, calm down. 6 games, 6 playoff games.
And 2 wins. So he 2-4 in the playoffs.
What's
Trash.
Lamar Jackson in the playoffs?
I'm gonna have to see because Big
Yeah,
Trust
because
ain't won too many.
you over here making fun
He's
of
got one less than Vic. Like I keep saying, so much time, and he's on a
he
rookie
ain't
deal.
guaranteed. He ain't
Huh?
guaranteed. Look, he's
Yeah,
in
he
the.
is, man.
No. Look at his division. He's still got to
I
deal with
see it.
Cincinnati every year. If he's got to leave, he needs to go. He needs to go to the NFC South.
Yeah, and he's gonna come to Tampa Bay, and
That's
Big
what he
Trust
needs to
gonna
do.
and he gonna run roughshod all over and make all his stats better in the NFC. Like I said, Michael Vick had to do all that in the NFC. He doing this in the AFC, better conference, better competition.
The NFC back then was good though.
Trash. Stop playing. The
Not back
NFC's
then.
always been. Yeah, what? I'm not even going there.
We,
Folks,
we
y'all know the NFC was trash in Michael Vick's Atlanta days. Trash. Trash.
no,
Can't
no,
tell me
no.
no juggernaut in the NFC from that time.
There's all sorts of them.
No, it's
Look, there
not.
was
They're
there's
trash.
all
What are
the
you talking
early
about?
2000s.
Trash. What are you talking about? You talking about the 2000 Buccaneers? Is
I mean,
that
they were in the Super Bowl.
it?
I mean, how
Like,
trash you
what are
got to
we
be?
talking
You made it
about?
to the Super Bowl. You had the Rams back then, the best show on turf,
That
the
was
greatest
before
show
that.
on
That's
turf.
back in '99. You going back? You
Oh
going way back in
man,
history?
that's
That's
right
what
in
I
that era,
said.
man.
No, it's
Look,
not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
oh, then you had the Packers back then. Was the
Please, they
when's
wasn't no They wasn't winning Super Bowls. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got no
there was a
juggernauts.
decent
Not
team.
one. Not one. Hell, the Seattle Seahawks went to the Super Bowl with Hasselback, and they was still trash. Like, what are we talking about?
That was a pretty trash Seahawks team.
Like,
I don't
come
know what to
on,
tell you.
man.
Oh, Hasselbeck was a bum. Um, I mean, the NFC is what it is, man. I can't really
Trash.
defend it.
I don't know
It
what to
is.
tell you.
It is.
Trash.
And same with the Eagles, and same with Lamar Jackson. Michael Vick's a better quarterback. There we go.
He's not. But
But
fans, y'all let us know because the numbers don't support his claim. Especially if we're gonna just pick the first 5 years. I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson's numbers are way better than Michael Vick's through the first five. So what are we talking about here?
oh, the first five. I don't think that's true. There was Michael. Well, it is because I think Michael Vick had an injury too.
The first five, Lamar's Lamar.
Yeah, I think
Like I
I'm pretty
said,
sure Vic was injured. I think he missed a bunch of games
big
in his first
trust.
five.
Big trust.
What was the first five looking like again?
Like I said, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. He missed it was yeah 2 seasons. The 2001 season, he only started 2 games, and the
Mm-hmm.
2003 season, he only started 4 games. So
Mm-hmm.
he was missing some time. He had a it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't uh was this the
And remember,
MVP?
before Big Trust went out this year, he was 6-1.
Is that a uh, is that an MVP I see right there? Is that
Not on Michael Vick. You better wipe your eyes twice because he could never and never did. You must be looking at the 2019 season for Big Trust.
I think it was 2002.
Please.
Oh, he got some. I see what it is. He
I'm
finished
like,
six.
it's not MVP.
He received some votes.
Yawn.
He did finish behind Priest Holmes, so that should tell you how serious those votes were.
Please. Because I'm pretty sure that's 2002. I'm pretty sure Rich Gannon won that MVP, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Did
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking about, I'm pretty sure Rich Gannon got that one. Hmm.
uh, did he
So, sorry,
Lamar
Michael.
Jackson ever get comeback player of the year?
He don't need to because he ain't never fell
No,
off.
no failing
Yeah,
off.
because he ain't
No,
never fell off.
you never.
He's got unanimous MVP though, because
Hey,
he was
hey,
the
hold on.
best player on the planet.
Let's put some respect on Vic's name here. Hold on a second. 1 second
Please,
here. Just a smidge of it. He didn't fall off.
Eric
He was
Berry he
he was
got comeback.
incarcerated. He was
Fell off.
incarcerated.
Fell off.
He had a slight interruption
Hey
in
man,
his
he fell
ability to
off.
be employed.
If that ain't falling off, I don't know what is. You lost your job. That's the definition of falling off.
It kind of is. pretty, pretty much. I mean, the only way it gets worse is if you plexico burrs yourself while doing it.
Exactly. Exactly. You want to talk
Yo.
about, yeah, that's the only way you can fall off hard to shoot yourself in a state where you ain't even supposed to have a gun.
Good.
Good night.
And do some time for it.
Right. Do some time for
Yeah.
shooting yourself, you idiot. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, I ain't hating on Vic, but please.
And I'm not hating
Big
on Lamar. I'm
trust.
just letting y'all know who paved the way for all these. Because look at it now. Now it ain't just Lamar. You're seeing Hurts. You're seeing Fields. You're starting to see a lot more of this running style quarterback.
Unanimous MVP.
Yeah.
You know what? I am lying. There is one other person who done that.
There is. I
There's
can't.
only one other person who done it, and I remember who it is.
Was it
The
Aaron?
GOAT, Tom Brady.
Oh, Brady. That
So
makes sense.
Lamar Jackson is in the same breath as Tom Brady. Michael Vick could never. and never will. The only time they
Oof.
mention Tom Vick and Michael Brady is if they be like, "Oh, there's Tom Brady and Michael Vick," if they're both just happen to be walking someplace.
I didn't know he was bringing out the Stretch Armstrong here. This is the little reach. Oh, top
It ain't a
shelf. Let me
reach.
try
It ain't a reach. These are facts, man. There's only two.
Hey,
There's
I
only
can tell
two.
we're both tall because you're reaching about as high as I am right now.
There's only
About as
two.
you're reaching about as high as me, claiming Michael Vick's better. Look, this is uh this is gonna be a battle though, and
I
I'm
think so.
excited for the ones in the future. We've got a few more up our sleeves here.
We sure do, because this was a walk on the park. You should have picked somebody better. Michael Vick against Big Trust.
Mm,
Please.
mm,
Please. You should have
mm.
picked you could have picked
No,
anybody else.
no
Trent
respect
Dilfer
for
would have made a better
Belichick's.
case.
Oh, blasphemy now. Blasphemy. We're not doing Dilfer. He did.
Champion.
He did make a Super Bowl. He did.
Exactly.
Oh, we're not going there, folks. I'm not allowing it. Blasphemy. Michael Vick is better than Trent Dilfer. It's not a
No.
question. That is not a
Mm.
question. I'll allow the Geno Smith one just because of recency bias, but I'm not allowing Trent Dilfer over Michael
I'll
Vick.
say one more person. This is just me pulling out the back pocket. Ryan Fitzpatrick is better than Michael Vick.
Mm, 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 mm,
He's better than Michael
mm,
Vick.
mm, 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 mm.
Fitz magic.
Uh, oh no, 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 because the
uh,
problem was is when Michael Vick was a backup, he was quickly promoted to the starter. There's a difference, and there's been plenty of times
well, wasn't Nick
Fitzpatrick was
Foles there?
just along for the ride.
Nick Foles.
Yeah,
I mean, Fitzpatrick started plenty of. He started many a team, especially in Buffalo.
and
Uh,
Michael Vick had to wait one game after or one season after he came back, and then there was
and
no
then he
more
played in
backup
one season and
attempts.
was done. Good night.
No, he several, several. Even
You
gave
sure?
the Jets,
How
yeah,
many
even gave
terrible
the
years?
Jets a few games
How
and
many
Pittsburgh.
terrible games did he play? Yeah, on the bench.
No, he got a couple. He's got a couple stats in there. He's got touchdowns,
He's got a couple of
multiple
bench marks.
touchdowns, multiple touchdowns
Uh-uh. I don't
with
believe it.
Pittsburgh, the Jets, and the Eagles.
I
Like
don't
it's
believe
all
it.
there. He's got a winning record after he came out. Like yeah, yeah.
He's he's got career 133 touchdowns. That's it. Come on,
That's it.
man.
How many
That's
was
it.
Lamar at?
Let,
Lamar
let
ain't
me
but
go
like
over you.
60,
You say
maybe
he's what?
70, maybe 75. He about 75.
75.
I'm going with
Lamar Jackson
75.
got 101 already. Stop playing.
Eh,
No.
still less. Still less.
It's
He ain't there yet.
5 years.
You don't know.
And they
Lamar
didn't
ain't
even play
promised.
the whole 5 year. Look, if that's what you gonna keep me with, that's the
We
first
out
time
here
you said it.
crowding them before they get there. That's all we're
Oh,
doing. That's all we're doing on this show now.
this dude.
This is all we're
Well, I
doing.
guess it's a bold
Oh,
prediction.
he's got
I
another.
guess it's,
He's only got 2 more seasons, and
I
he's probably
guess
going
it's
to
a
play
bold
10 more.
prediction.
He's
It's a
done.
bold prediction, man. He said multiple touchdowns. This man threw 2 touchdowns in Pittsburgh and
I
three
said
in.
two is
He
multiple,
making this. No, when we hear multiple in NFL,
multiple,
that's more than
more
10.
than one.
That's more than 10 in NFL talk.
Well, if you combine the two, it's still less than 10. So I can't say too
Right.
much there.
Oh my God.
But I was
And he only
correct in
threw
the
that 20.
multiple.
Dude, he's only threw that 21. He's had, bro, stop playing.
It's a different
Stop playing.
different league.
I bet, yeah.
Back then
Yeah.
they could hit people too, and the quarterback back then, and the wide receivers. You
Well,
remember that?
folks,
You remember that when we had those highlights?
it looks like we're now diving into different eras and different this and different that. So
Yeah, it's
it's
probably
definitely time to adjourn this. We're gonna let y'all
we get out
decide.
we getting awful
Yeah,
thin ice.
we're
You're
gonna
right.
yeah. We're gonna let y'all decide, man, because uh, if you give Lamar Jackson as much time as Michael Vick got, if you just even base it off the numbers, if he keeps continuing what he's doing now, it's not even going to be close by year 9. So,
Right. Two in the bush is good as one in the hand, right? That's what we're going with.
oh, it's amazing. Look, folks, y'all, I need you to do this. Tell Mr. Casey, get his mind right. If he ain't thinking this big trust, I don't know what else to say. We'll see the next verses, and I can't wait to see who's brought to the table, so I can go ahead and tell the world why it's better than whoever Mr. Casey gonna talk about, because
Mm.
clearly this man is delusional. So so ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for today. That's what we got. This versus like I said, it's gonna be heavily featured going forward. We'll have more situations, more talks like this, more people coming to bat. And we're touching everything: boxing, UFC, wrestling, basketball, football, baseball, everything, even soccer. Because I'm gonna tell you why Messi's the GOAT, and we'll talk about that. There's a lot of arguments to be had. People going to bend it like Beckham. We gonna talk about Messi. So we'll get into it when we get there. Mr. KC, anything for the folks?
Let's get excited for this Super Bowl, folks. Next week, we're going to try to get some Philly guys on here. We might be talking a little sports betting, get some nice little money in our pocket for the
Hmm.
last little chance. Last chance to get them dollars, y'all.
Last chance to
Let's
get
get
NFL
them.
money this season. You better get it while it's there, because I've been dipping my hand in, and let's just say it's been coming out really nice. So,
But we really can't wait for baseball because that's where the real
ooh,
money's made.
I'm trying to tell you, it
Oh, for
is.
them dollars, need to get
Hmm.
paid.
You're right. I'm trying to tell you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to reconvene at a later time. And once again, we always thank you guys for being here. We're so blessed to do this. We thank you for all your comments, all your likes, every subscription that we got here. Like I said, we wouldn't do this if it wasn't for y'all. So thank you. Just humbly, thank you. He's Mr. KC from the 813. I'm that dude with the beard. We'll see you next time, especially on the next verses.
For sure.